Here are YouTube thumbnail editing hacks to help you create standout thumbnails using Canva. If you're in a time crunch when creating thumbnails, I'm going to show you how to make one in less than 5 minutes. And if you want to design one that's more advanced, then I'll share my editing secrets with you with Canva. So let's head over to the laptop and get into it.
Okay, so let's jump into how to use Canva. I am using a pro account. So pro does give you a lot more options when it comes to editing, but you can still get away with making amazing thumbnails using just the free account. So first I want to show you how to quickly make a YouTube thumbnail. So if YouTube is just your part-time thing right now, you're just doing it on the side next to your job and you don't have a lot of time to make thumbnails on top of the videos, there's so many templates. So I want to walk you through how to make one in less than 5 minutes. So you're going to type in YouTube thumbnail. A bunch of templates are going to appear for you. There's so many to choose from. So you can literally just scroll through and find a design that you like and then make it your own. So we're just going to choose one and then you're going to hit customize this template. Okay, now you have this template here. Now remember that some of them as well, if you have the free account, you may not be able to use all of the templates, but it should say if it's for a pro or for a regular before you even get started on it. So what we're going to do is we're obviously going to delete the people that are not us, and we're going to go and upload our own. Now for the non-pro accounts, you're not going to be able to edit photo and remove background, but I do have a website that you can use. So this website's Pixar, and I will add in the description here. Here you are able to upload your photos and remove the background for free, so you do not need to pay for Canva if that's the only reason you wanted to pay for to have that feature. So once we remove the background and edit photo, you're going to go to background remover. And now we can have ourselves inside the clip. And what you can do is you can just play around and get either rid of things that you don't want there or change it. If you actually like it, change it and add your brand colors to it. I'm going to change up the colors. And then you can also go and you can change the font and add your title. So you can come in here and you can just quickly recreate and one of the templates that were in there. So if you don't have a lot of time, this is probably your best bet, is just to use a template that you like that would be on brand for you. So this is just a quick demonstration. I'm going to get into how to design and do my secret editing hacks in the next clip. So let's go to it. Okay, so now let's play around with this. This is a blank canvas. I just added my photo to it, removed the background so that I have options of adding things. So what I usually do with my YouTube videos is I always take a photo either before and after I film my video. So I'm in my same outfit. You can either, if you have a nice background, you can use your background behind you. Or what you can do is just go against a white wall, and then this gives you the option to play around with it more. So if you don't have a nice background that you want in your photos on your YouTube thumbnails, there is options here. So we will go to elements, and what you could do is type in, you can do blurred background. If that's the vibe you want to have a blurred background there, you can go to photos here and do see all. So it kind of looks like you have an office behind you and you can add that in there. There is plenty of choices here. Obviously everything that says pro is written there, but there is options for free photos too. So if we wanted to do a background of office, let's say, and if you want to make it part of your YouTube, so we can do that. Now, if this is more on brand for you, you can have this as an option. And then what you could do, if you don't want to blur it out too much, you can go to edit photo here, and then you're going to go to blur, go to press whole image, and then you're going to choose the intensity. So if you just want it subtle and you want it to look like you have portrait mode on and you're just taking a photo, then maybe less intense would be preferable for that. So once we have that there, I'm also just going to crop it down so that there's more room to play around and that I'm not going to be in the way. So what we could do to make myself stand out more is have myself highlighted, and then we're going to go to edit photo, and then you could go to shadows and you can do a glow. With this, I can make it smaller and do, you can do more of like an actual glow. So let's say I just wanted to glow or red, just to show you guys the color. So I can have a subtle glow by choosing the amount I want, or I can do an outline and make it very thin and have myself outlined there. There we go. So that's a darker background. So I'm going to go back to edit photo now, and I'm going to go back to shadow, and I'm going to do white. So now I have a nice glow going around me that's going to make me pop out more in the thumbnail. Now you can do different things here. So play around with it. If you just want an actual glow and make it look like you have a halo, that is an option too, or you can just stick with the highlight. Also, just to show you, if you have something in a photo that you do not want there, this is the most amazing feature that they've uploaded recently, is the magic eraser. What you would do is just brush over. So one, if it's a smaller object, maybe just make the brush smaller. And let's get rid of my earring here. And it does a really good job of removing the item without it looking like something was there or the background looks messed up. Like now it's pretty good. So that's just an option there. If you don't want something in one of your photos, it's an easy removal. So once you have finished editing yourself, then what you can do here is you can also add in other elements. So there is so many different things that you can play around with. So if I'm talking about Instagram at all in my videos, so I'm going to go and add some elements that would represent what I'm talking about, and then position them behind me. There's also an amazing feature that Canva has now, and it's the AI Image Generator. So maybe you don't see something in the elements that it represents exactly what you want to do. So that if you type it in, it is going to design it on its own. Okay, so let's test it out, because this is amazing because if you want to be really out of the box with it and have something really stand out on your thumbnail, this will be amazing for you to do. So I'm going to do dog in rain jacket on cloud. Now, how amazing is this? And then I can always use this in my video if it makes sense. So using AI will be amazing to create some standout image that you're probably not going to find when you search in the elements. So here's another option. If you want to have your background really pop out and you don't want the blurred background because you want your title to stand out. So what you'll do, let's just copy this page, duplicate it, and then we're going to delete the background on here. Now you can either add your own color here, but using the document colors, or you can go to elements. Okay, so I'm going to type in Instagram color background is what I'm going to search. And then I'm going to go to graphics here and go through and see if they have something that I can use. So I can use one of these. I'm going to choose this and just have it in the background. So I'm going to position it backwards. There we go. And now this really pops more for your thumbnail. So it's going to stand out a lot more, which is the key to getting your thumbnail noticed. And then we can just play around with the image of yourself and then maybe blur it a bit so that it stands out more now. And that also the glow is going to pop more on your image. You can do either the outline, the glow. So let's stick with the glow here. And you can choose the intensity. So if we want to make this pop a lot more, then let's go and put in glow. And we're going to add in a glowing background for behind us. And then we will just position this behind. And now it really pops way more than it did. And there, you can also go through and you can add in. So let's say you want to do a blue glow and add it to it as well. You can just search the color that you would be looking for. And now it pops a lot more with a bit of color. If you want to add some texture to your thumbnail, that's also, I feel like it's very popular on thumbnails. So I'm going to type in particles. You can change the colors. So you can add textures and really make your thumbnail pop more. Okay, so after you have added textures and backgrounds and made your image like of yourself really pop, this is when you would go in and you would add your title for your thumbnail, either the thumbnail on a box, so you can do shapes and you can add a box. You can adjust it to the sizing of the text that you want to use, and you can put your text around the box. And then we can add in our text. Now, if you want it to look a bit similar to yourself and your vibe that you have on your thumbnail, you would just go to effects as well. And you can do an outline, you can do a glow, the glitch, and you can just play around with the different styles if you want to curve it. So it's really up to you. There's many things that you can do with it. Canva does so much, so you can get very creative with your thumbnails. I hope this has helped, and I hope to see you on the next video.